Kim Gidley, another match last week. Took care of CSU Pueblo, and what you expected to do. Did you get better in your mind?
We saw some things that we needed to have happen, particularly in the doubles. We've been doing a lot of videotape analysis and showing positioning, so that was great to see them finally execute. And then even just to come through and have some wins, so for MJ to have a win at #1 singles, I know that was a confidence booster for her. She'd been close and tight with some of the top players, but just hadn't pulled it through. So really good opportunity in both the singles and doubles to work on the things we needed to do in a pressure situation other than playing against ourselves.
So now you get another opportunity. You get to travel this week down to Texas, take on 3 different teams. What are you hoping happens in this travel?
Well, it's going to be our first outdoor match, and it's going to be cold, like really cold. But again, anytime that we can endure the elements, because as we get conference play, and we're going to go to Reno, Nevada, they have no indoor courts. So, this is going to toughen us up and prepare us for what we're going to experience during the conference season. That's something that we're looking for. And as many matches as we can get outside this time of year is awesome.
Can you really prepare for the cold, and how much? I mean, you can't really play in a parka. So, like, how do you prepare for the cold? Is it a mental thing?
A little bit is prepping them of, we've talked about, hey, let's take some tube socks and cut it off, and you can put it over your racket. That will help your hands from getting some frostbite. I grew up in West Texas, so, this is pretty commonplace for me where I played, and I had a plastic visor, and I had, icicles from the end of the match, or you got snow shoveled on the back of the court and you're playing at 2 in the morning. So it's a pretty common place if you play tennis in West Texas. A lot of these kids have never experienced that. So, how to dress, but also for the ball bouncing, and we know in the cold weather the ball's not going to bounce. And so, we're going to get the dead balls out this week and just say, hey, this is what you're playing with, a ball that's only going to normally comes up 3 feet. It's going to come up maybe 1.5 feet.
Wow. So but with all that said, which sounds like kind of this isn't really something I want to do, people are probably still excited because you get to play, right?
This is our first road trip in over a year. It's been over a year since we've traveled. So absolutely are the kids excited. And then we have the opportunity to take Mil-Air, and they'll have an opportunity to visit with the pilots and kind of, sometimes that motivates them, hey, I might want to fly now. So it's a great opportunity.
All right, Kim Gidley, thanks for taking the time, and safe trip down to Texas.
Go Blue.